Oh, we're starting. You there, watching this on your smartphone, tablet, or possibly TV. How many hours do you think you spend on your phone? And specifically on social media? 30 minutes? An hour? Because the average smartphone user is on their phone for 2 hours and 51 minutes per day. That's 19.95 hours per week, 3.33 full days per month, and 39.9 full days per year. If you were to spend that time working a part-time minimum wage job in the United States, you would make over $7,000 per year. And a large majority of that time is spent on sites like Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and if you're anything like me, YouTube. We are constantly checking our devices throughout the day, even compulsively. There's lots of times where I pick up my phone and I can't even remember why I picked it up in the first place. But before I know it, I've lost 20 minutes to Facebook and I don't even know why. So one day last year, after mindlessly scrolling through Facebook for half an hour in the dining hall when I had multiple assignments due, I realized that I didn't want to waste my time like this anymore. So my friends and I decided to drastically cut down our social media usage for a week, and it made a massive difference in our time productivity. And this year, we're about to do it all again and share our results with you.
My name is Megan, and I'm an environmental engineering major.
My name's Kirsten, and I'm an occupational therapy major.
My name's Sophia, and I'm a chemistry major.
My name is Selena, and I'm a computer science major.
I probably spend like 2 or 3 hours on my phone, but not a lot of it's on social media, maybe like an hour.
I would say probably about 2 to 3 on my phone, and maybe anywhere from 15 minutes to like an hour on social media. It really depends on the day.
Probably anywhere from like an hour to 2 hours.
I tend to spend about an hour and a half a day to 2 hours on my phone, but in terms of social media as a whole, I'm on YouTube a lot.
I use Snapchat a lot, or I use like Facebook to scroll.
Probably Facebook, honestly, for like connecting with groups, but also just because there's like random articles that I'm like, oh, this looks interesting.
Probably Instagram. I feel like I end up scrolling on there a lot.
So like I said before, I think the one that I use the most is definitely YouTube. There's lots of times where I'll be in the middle of doing my homework and I'll be like, oh, I'll put some music on, and then I end up watching like Reddit videos.
I like social media to like keep up with people who I don't see a lot, but I think it's a big waste of time, and there's so much random stuff on there that like I don't care about.
I waste so much time when I'm supposed to be doing homework, and it's like I'm just aimlessly scrolling, so I'm not even looking at stuff. I'm just like reading it. I'm like, oh, I have no idea what I just read.
Sometimes like you just end up scrolling and it's kind of a waste of time.
People are not as in touch with the moment, like they're always worried about taking the perfect picture and how many likes they get on their photos, and also just like it's a huge like time waster.
I definitely think that culture to spend too much time on social media just by like looking around and like everyone's on their phone.
You can't even go like a 20-minute conversation without checking your phone for something.
I notice people are always like on their phone at events or just like in the dining hall instead of like connecting with other people.
I definitely think that college students spend too much time on social media, that rather than, you know, sitting alone in your dorm room, you could be spending that time like going out and making those memories yourself. What positive impacts did lessening your social media use have on you last year when we did this challenge?
Well, I use social media a lot, like if I'm really tired and I just want to like take a break, just like scroll for a minute, like do something mindless. But like when I would do that, I wouldn't actually recharge, and when I stopped using social media, I would like take a nap or like read or like do something that like I could actually recharge from.
I would say that using it less, definitely, it gave me more time to do the things that I was like, oh, I don't have time to do this tonight.
Last year, I noticed instead of times when I normally be on my phone, I got to like take a nap instead, or I got more work done, and I had more time to do things that were fun, and I just felt more relaxed in general.
So last year I found that I had like time, and like I didn't know that I had free time before. I would actually have had the time to like go out and find a hobby and like find my passions and, you know, not sit in front of my laptop for 12 hours a day. What do you hope to accomplish by using your social media less?
I guess get back to that where I don't like depend on it, like when I'm bored or tired.
For now, probably just wasting less time and to not like compare myself to the picture perfect version of like other people's lives like presented on social media, and really just be engaged in like what I'm doing right now.
Well, I hope to go back to that, spend more time getting work done or like doing things that I think are fun and not worrying about posting it on Instagram or Snapchat stories or anything like that.
I hope that it'll help me with my time management, so I'm hoping that by not allowing myself to like go on social media or YouTube or anything like that, I'll get things done earlier, and then I'll have time to relax and hang out with friends or like find something else that I want to do. So we can see here that everyone thinks social media can become a big waste of time, right? So why do we continue to use it, and what makes it so hard to break away from it? In other words, what makes it so addictive? In the book Digital Minimalism, Choosing a Focused Life in a Noisy World, addiction is defined as: addiction is a condition in which a person engages in a use of a substance or in a behavior for which the rewarding effects provide a compelling incentive to repeatedly pursue the behavior despite detrimental consequences. It turns out that the creators of Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram are all designing these apps to be addictive through the use of intermittent positive reinforcement. The basic idea is that by randomly feeding us little bursts of dopamine through sending us notifications about likes and comments randomly throughout the day, they can keep us compulsively checking our phones and keep themselves making more money. In fact, in 2017, the founding president of Facebook, Sean Parker, bragged that the thought process that went into building these applications, Facebook being the first of them, was all about how do we consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible. And that means that we need to sort of give you a little dopamine hit every once in a while because someone liked or commented on a photo or a post or whatever. The creators of popular social media apps are purposely keeping your eyes glued to the screen so they can make more money. Because the longer you scroll through that Facebook feed, the more personalized ads you're going to be exposed to. And as ex-Google employee Tristan Heron said, they aren't programming apps, they're programming people. So how much can your quality of life improve by cutting down social media apps and getting rid of your addiction? Let's find out.
I would say that like my phone use like definitely went down. I probably was using it like 1 to 2 hours before, and I think probably started using it more like 45 minutes to an hour. And it like really made me aware of every time I like went to reach for my phone, like if I was like talking to someone or if I was like at dinner, I'd be like, oh, like no, I can't do that. And it like made me like realize like how much like I was dependent on like looking at it. But I also found that when I was like doing homework, I was more productive because I'd be like, oh, I can't scroll. So then I got more done. I was able to like get to bed a little bit earlier. Not that early because it's college, but you know, it was a little better.
This week it was definitely a good experience to do it again. Like during the weekdays, it was pretty easy just because I was busy. I didn't like have a lot of time with my phone. I didn't go on social media at all during those weekdays, but then when it got to the weekend, it got a lot harder just because I didn't have like a schedule and I had some downtime.
Overall, it was a pretty positive experience. I would say I cut down my time to about 45-ish minutes a day, but I think overall it helped me realize how much time I was spending on my phone before. Sometimes I would like reach for my phone when I was studying or something, and then I would realize that, oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. I think it helped me become more like present in my life and be more productive.
I found that it was a positive experience again. I did use my phone less, but I kept like going, sneaking onto YouTube and like trying to look at it, and I think halfway through I said I'm done doing this, so I blocked YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and a few other sites on my laptop. I deleted the YouTube app from my phone, and like ever since I've done that, I've just been way more productive and getting my homework done and not procrastinating. I'm going to continue with this. I think I'm going to take the time that I have over winter break to try to find hobbies and things I want to do and like actually relax rather than just filling up all my time with social media. So as you all can see, cutting down social media can greatly impact your quality of life. You'll have more time on your hands, you'll be more productive, and you'll just feel less stressed. So here's my challenge to you. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through Facebook or Instagram for 2 hours and 51 minutes a day, try limiting your social media usage to 1 hour a day. Even that can make a huge difference in how you feel and what you do throughout the day. The average human life expectancy is 79 years. Do you really want to spend a huge chunk of your time watching other people live their lives through your phone, or do you want to go out and live your own life? Social media addiction is just as hard to break away from as any other behavioral addiction, but it doesn't mean that you can't. If you can persevere through and find a way to break out of your social media addiction and spend an hour or less on your phone every day, I guarantee that you won't regret it. My name is Selena, I hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching.
Let's look at the funk.